Today, I'm sharing my journey playing Super Monkey Ball 1 and 2 for the first time through Super Monkey Ball Banana Mania. You'll see my highs, my lows, my tears, and how I got through it all. Starting with the main story, I thought the levels were creative and their designs were always unique, which rewarded me to keep playing new courses. Some levels had so many moving parts, like alternative and arthropod. And even when you get the choice to make the level harder, I usually had to pick the easier path. I mean, even on curvy options, I was so close on getting the hard path and I just fell off. So one of my favorite levels is Seesaw Bridge because you have to be able to hone your skills of speed and physics to get around the bumpers and finish the level. Another level I liked was Soft Cream because you had to match the speed with the rotation of the level, which is really satisfying to get to the finish line. I had 3 levels that I disliked that all had similar mechanics and they really kept me from enjoying the game. The first one is Launchers, where you get shot up from the bottom of the level and you have to land on a small platform to get to the end. Now the problem is you feel a lack of control, which creates tension and frustration. The end result is an unfair stage, which becomes a common theme for my most hated levels. The second level is Spiral Tower. Now this is my least favorite level in the entire game because you're on this spinning platform where you have to go up an entire tower and then land on a very still platform, which the momentum from the spinning platform usually carries you off the still one, and you need to get on the still one to get to the finish line. So that was the hard part of it, and then also just the fact that I was getting nauseous. It was really frustrating. Overall, I had to stop playing because I was getting too nauseous and had to hold that out all night long. Then the following day, I just luckily tapped the edge of the still platform to stop all momentum to get to the finish line. The third level I disliked was Revolution because you're just continuously tumbling, just trying to find a way to get to the finish line. And it's just that feel of lack of control again. By the time you get to the end, you're just, thank God I finished the level. Overall, I thought the main story was great. And hats off to anyone who got all the bananas. You're amazing. The real question is, how crazy will the challenge levels get? And will they be too hard? The real challenge now is Super Monkey Ball 1 and 2 challenge levels, which if I thought the main story was hard, I'm in for a wake-up call. The Super Monkey Ball 1 challenge levels were great. They were more practical, less crazy movement. They really challenged you throughout the whole process. The only level I didn't like was Banana Plate because it had this weird rotation to it and the reflections from the road itself also made it very disorienting. But overall, I liked it a lot more than the main story levels. One thing from these challenge levels that I really liked was the sense of progression. You'll have similar levels that progressively get harder, like the exam levels. Exam A, B, and C each get harder as you go through them, and they also increase in length. By the time I hit level 25 in normal difficulty, I made a huge mistake. I hit retry and it restarted all 30 levels over again, and it nearly broke me. So I just got up and I decided to take a walk outside. Hey guys, what's up? Just thought I needed to take a little break since I hit restart on the challenge levels for Super Monkey Ball 1. It made me so frustrated because I gotta restart them all. I haven't even started on the expert levels yet, but I think they're gonna be pretty tough. And dear God, the master levels, they're gonna be even more insane. Can't wait to see what happens next. After my walk, I was ready for a comeback. I crushed through expert. I would say that the tough levels still felt fair. I always felt accomplished and didn't feel like I was wasting my time when playing these difficult levels. Some of these difficult levels are like Invasion, where you have to go through this skinny platform and get through the bumpers, and especially towards the end, you are teetering on the side of falling off the level or getting hit off the bumper to fall off the level. This one took me a while. It was just basically keep plugging at it, try to get better, and eventually I think I just got a little lucky and just was able to snake my way through. Weirdly enough, Hard Hitter was actually kind of difficult. When I went through it in casual, I thought it was pretty easy, or I got lucky. The expert variant felt harder because the rotations felt faster when trying to get to the finish line. Overall, the Super Monkey Ball 1 challenge levels were a great experience. The challenge levels for Super Monkey Ball 2 were disappointing because it just felt like I was playing the main story again. And I don't think you really had the sense of progression like for Super Monkey Ball 1. It felt like all the levels were different at least, but at the same time, you were just replaying the main story. This was it. This was my rematch. Spiral Tower. And you know what? I got through it real quick. I guess I got better at Super Monkey Ball at this point because I got around 5 to 6 tries instead of taking all night to finish it. So that was satisfying. Now the last 10 levels for Super Monkey Ball 2 were the best because they were completely different and they really ramped up the difficulty. So the most difficult level for me was Giant Swing. As the swing is coming up, you had to launch yourself onto the separate platform. That was just the most difficult part, was just making sure you landed on that platform and get to the finish line. Strata was another difficult one because you had to land on these skinnier platforms as you keep falling down. And there's a first goal and a second goal. I went for the first goal, but if you're really good for that second goal, it definitely ramps up the difficulty and you're gonna be stuck there for a while. I did it. I was able to complete both games, casual, normal, and expert levels. Now, will I be able to complete the master levels too? This is it. This is the culmination of all your skills, the master levels. I didn't think I was going to get here, but I made it. I'm here. Let's get into it. So some of the most difficult master levels for Super Monkey Ball 1 were Stamina Master and Edgemaster. Stamina Master had one where it was just long. You know, you're going through skinny platforms on the moving platforms, back onto a skinny platform, and then you have to ride the spiral edge all the way down and hope that you hit the goal. And I definitely missed it a few times, and it was backbreaking because it was like I made it all the way through here and now I'm stuck on replaying it because I missed the finish line. For me, I thought Edgemaster was the hardest level in all the challenge levels. It's the first time you're rotating on a 45-degree angle and a 90-degree angle. So you get a little help on the first rotation, and on the second one you had to time it perfectly, then land in this little pocket towards the finish line. That was the hardest one. It definitely gave me a lot of practice for a Super Monkey Ball 2 challenge level coming up, and I'll talk about that later. Overall, the Super Monkey Ball 1 challenge levels were difficult. I think I cheated a little bit because I wasn't going for all the bananas. Like for Dance Master, if I tried to go for all the levels in Dance Master, I would be there forever, and I might never finish it. I wanted to actually be able to see all the levels, finish all the levels, and then I was able to move on to the Super Monkey Ball 2 master levels. I think Super Monkey Ball 2's master levels were harder than Super Monkey Ball 1's just because they're allowed to have more creativity, more moving parts, and we're gonna go into that next. I really struggle on rotating platforms, so the hardest ones for me were like long torus and cylinders. Cylinders, I got through it after a little while, and you know, kind of reminded me of like soft cream and those, but just on a harder difficulty level. I really thought long torus was really difficult. I got lucky because the first time I got all the way across, I made it in the finish line. I just landed like a little basketball. If I didn't get that one, if I didn't get that first lucky shot, it would have been really difficult and a long time before I finished that level. I think Helix was difficult before you match the speed and the physics for the level because it's on this half cylinder that you could easily fall off. But once you figure that out, it was kind of straightforward. I got through it and then I finished the level. The most hated level for me was Dizzy System. I mean, it's in the name. They're just trying to get me sick, and it was like, could the developers stop? Could they just stop and let me just play in peace? But yeah, I think that was my most hated level for all the master levels. Thank you, Edgemaster, for preparing me for Destiny. Even though you have like 6 rotations, you have the divots that kind of help you slow you down if you're going too fast. For Edgemaster, it's all smooth, so once you go in too fast, you're just falling off. So in that regard, I think Edgemaster is a little more difficult than Destiny, but I thought Destiny was a good proper send-off for the master levels. This game is great. If you're a newcomer to Super Monkey Ball franchise like I was, I think you're gonna have a lot of fun. The levels are creative, they never get boring, and if you want to see other games that I recommend, check out my video right here.